Hi, this is Scott Christopher Schumann, Thumb Fix on X and Challenge Comforted on YouTube. I'm going to show you how to fix the thumbs in 5 easy steps or exercises. Let's just get started. You're going to want the corner of a table. You don't want your fingers impeded, so you want your fingers out like that. So go ahead and find a corner of a table, get down low, and you're going to want to align these two knuckles. So what you do is you go down, align them both, put down pressure about 30% for about 5 to 7 seconds. Now you should feel a pop right here. The pop is going to be here, the adjustment here. When that pop happens, make sure that you rest it. Use isoporic alcohol, use a heating pad, you can use muscle rub, but make sure you rest it for 3 days. Don't do anything that would aggravate it for 3 days. Now this first knuckle, you might have some pain, but ignore it. This knuckle, you're never going to work with it. It'll work itself out. Never yank on it, never pull on it. Just pretty much ignore it, and when you get out of bed it'll pop, or when you grab a cup of coffee it'll pop, or when you're just going through your life it'll move and pop properly because you're working on this one. So that's the first exercise, this one, okay? And you want to go down and you want to align them both and then put pressure down. So that's the first exercise. Wait around 2 months. Do that exercise every 3 days. If you go for 2 weeks without any pops, you're ready to go on to the second exercise. The second exercise is a lot like it. 45-degree angle, okay? 45-degree angle, and this time you're only going down for around 5 seconds at 20% of your strength. The first one's only about 30% of your strength. Okay. If you get a pop right here, again, rest it for 3 days. If you don't get a pop on any of these exercises when you do it, go ahead and wait 24 hours and do it after 24 hours. And again, you could always use a heating pad if you're in pain. So that's the second one. The third one, you're going to start feeling a dull pain here in this knuckle and a sharp pain here. Again, ignore this one. You can use a heating pad if you need to, but just ignore it. Focus on this. This is the third exercise. What you're going to do is you're going to find the knuckle up, just like this. That's the third one. You're going to feel a bunch of crunches and pops here. I want you to notice when I use my thumb, it goes all the way up here. Okay? You're really releasing a lot of this stuff even by doing these exercises. And you're going to know, and when you use isoporic alcohol, you can go all the way up to here. So you can drench it right here and then put it right here to offer relief. So that's the third one. Do that one for 2 months. Now the interesting thing about these exercises is it depends on how injured your thumb is. That's where you need to start. If your thumb is incredibly injured, you have to start here. But if it's not, you might start here, or you might even start here. So depending on how injured your thumb is, that's what step you're on, or that's what exercise you're on. So I've shown you 3, and you could start at the first step. I advise that, but you can also go ahead and start with, if you're not getting any pops for like 2 weeks, you can go to the second step or even the third step. Now here's the fourth step. You're going to go behind the knuckle, okay? Go down, like that. Okay, you'll hear the pop right here. So that's the fourth one. And all these exercises are around 2 months. So it could take up to 10 months, but realistically, probably 4 to 8 months to heal these, because it might not take you a full 2 months to heal each one, but it can. If it takes 2 months, it takes 2 months. Okay, so the fifth one is essentially this. Okay, and I even got a little pop right here. So that's the fifth one. That's the final exercise. You can also use a foam roller, and you can get comfortable, and you can go ahead and do this with a foam roller. That's the same kind of movement, as well as this is what you could also do. It's basically the same. So those 3 are the same. This is the final exercise here, or the foam roller, or you could do your neck like that. Okay, so those are the 5 exercises.